I've decided that I have my own system now because I'm tired of the old system. I'm tired of whatever method that people are always going with when it comes to awards. And it's typically an MVP power ranking. And power rankings typically drive me nuts. I think that they're fugazi. They're usually, they get a rise out of you. And I just think they're wholly inaccurate. I don't even know what that is. What is power rankings? Are we playing a video game? Is this Sonic the Hedgehog? Are we playing Mario Kart? What the hell does that mean, power rankings? Is the little dude with the cloud coming with a little hook to drag us up the rankings? I'm very confused by all of it, but I've decided that I'm out on power rankings right now. I don't like them. I haven't been a fan of them for a while. And I'm moving on. And so I'm coming up with my own system. And this is my system now for National League Most Valuable Player. Some may refer to this as the MVP. And what it's called is I've gone and I've gotten a construction crew and we've built something. All right. And it's called and here's what it is. Okay. We took the construction crew. We laid the foundation, and we built something very, very tall, and it's called Old Tobes MVP Tower, okay? That's what we got going on here. And at this bottom of the tower right now, it's got a lot of layers to it, okay? Because you have a bottom of the tower. At the bottom of the tower, at the gate right now, he is descended upon it. He's like fallen out of Rapunzel's little room there, had to scale down her hair because he fumbled, and he fumbled at the worst possible time and also threw an interception to end the game. And if you do those things, you're not allowed in the tower. You're allowed at the bottom of the tower, okay? And at the bottom of the tower right now is Josh Allen, okay? He's now at the bottom of the tower. I don't want to hear about him. We're not going to speak about him. You know, sorry about your elbow hurting. That sounds rotten, but I didn't know that your fingers were also hurt. And apparently he can't grip a football at the end of the game because he fumbled in the end zone. And if that was Tua Tagovailoa, we know that all hell would break loose. So Josh Allen, bottom of the tower. That's where he is right now. Great record for your team. Good for you. Know you're the best player on the team. Maybe it's Stephon Diggs. But that being said, bottom of the tower for you. You can then scale up the tower. Beep, 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 beep. You have an undefeated team there. Now, he can descend upon, he can fall right down with Josh Allen tonight. I don't know what's going to happen. But Jalen Hurts is there now. He's number 4, okay, in my tower. He's at the you know, he's got a room. He's got a room in the tower right now. It's a nice room. It's not the suite. It's just like, you know, but it's very comfortable. You know, you got an open bar there if he wants to. He's just chilling out there. He looks very good. He's got lavish things all around that nobody talks about as much as they do with Tua Tagovailoa. But Jalen Hurts is there. He's in there, and then right above him in the MVP, in Old Tobe's MVP tower, is a very squirrely voiced man. He kind of sounds like Kermit the Frog, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Okay, he's number 3. And that's where we're at. He's there, and he's just, you know, doing his Patrick Mahomes thing. His team is excellent. Dude's probably the best QB in the league, maybe, but you know, is slowly losing his grip. You know, but let's be honest with it. His team is not undefeated when healthy. He has lost games, and in fact, you know, I believe he has lost a game this season to old Thumbelina there at the bottom. And so, ergo, MVP tower, you cannot be on top when you have lost a game to the guy who's now at the bottom of the tower. This is MVP, Old Tobe's MVP tower. These are the rules. I don't make them. I just live by them, okay? Other people, a committee has come up with these rules, and I just got to enforce them. I got to trust the people on my committee who make these rules that are definitely not just me. It's a very scientific system at Old Tobe's MVP tower. You guys do with it what you will, but for me, as great as Patrick Mahomes is, leading the league in passing, he's already got like 3,000 passing yards. He's fantastic. Nobody's taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes. I'm doing this very respectively, but I'm not going to sit here and let the guy who lost to the guy at the bottom of the tower to be at the top of the tower. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. So we climb up the ladder. We're here we go. Beep, 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 beep. This is where controversy lays, everybody, okay? I, myself, was making a big case last week for this man as MVP. And I think yesterday he lost his grip just a tad. Still in it. All right, there's still a chance for him, but he has lost his grip on the top spot. Yesterday, before the tower finished construction, when we all looked at the blueprints, we were sitting here and we were like, all right, yep, I think we're going to put that up top. And then we had a last-minute switch yesterday, Sunday around 4 o'clock. So number 2 in the tower in our construction is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is number 2 in Old Tob's MVP tower. But look, he's the only non-quarterback in this tower, so you got to give it up for Cheetah. He still got a touchdown yesterday. He still scared the holy crap out of the Browns yesterday. But now it was like spread the wealth for everybody. He's still on just a crazy pace, crazy numbers, all that type of stuff. I believe Stephon Diggs is, slowly trying to catch. Wait up for me, Tyreek. Good luck. He's got the bye week coming up, so maybe some more people can kind of get closer to him, but doubtful. And so Tyreek Hill, I have put him now officially number 2 in Old Tob's MVP tower. So there you go. But yesterday, leapfrogging him, Tua Tagovailoa. He is atop Old Tob's MVP tower. He is now king of the mountain, and everybody else must bow before him and say, well, except for Tyreek. He's just going to chill with him into his top room. There's going to be some cornhole. There's going to be some fun going on there. But everybody else, they are bending the knee to the king of the tower right now, Tua Tagovailoa. And he's atop the tower. After yesterday's performance, the numbers that he's putting up, having the Dolphins at, what are they right now? 7-3. Something they have not been since 2001, according to the Miami Dolphins media relations department. 2001. I believe it was Tim Reynolds who pointed out Tua was 3 at this point he was fresh out of potty training when the Dolphins were last 7-3. Incredible. And the numbers that he's put up the last 3 games, all of them, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 75 of 98, 77% completion percentage, nearly 1,000 yards, 969 yards. Incredible from this guy. Just the numbers is just baffling to see what he's been able to throw up there. And I loved Mike McDaniel in the victory speech where he just goes and he's like telling the room, hey, this guy right here, your quarterback, your QB1, he goes, he won't tell you, but this dude is playing lights out. Lights out, son. Okay? Tua's telling the rest of the league, he's giving him a little bedtime story, turning out the light. Okay? You got Justin Herbert there with a little snuggie, with his little night light, because he's so terrified and he has, just dreamed, late game interceptions. That's what's going on right now. Okay? Because Tua, he tells him, shh, go to bed. That's what he's doing. Lights out, putting teams to sleep. That's how good he's being right now. Here's a little bit more McCoachin after the game.
He's really seeing the field well. And, I think sometimes the way how fast he's playing and how fast he's processing, you cut the tape on, it looks like he might be throwing to number 1 or 2, but he is progressing through eligibles 1 through 5 in his progression with lightning speed. And that's really making it frustrating for, a defensive front. You're in pass rush mode. You can't get to them. That's
tough sledding, isn't it? Oh, he's like a computer. He is. He's he's like, and it is. He's right. I'm looking at these things. I'm like, oh, he's just so quick. He's so decisive. But no, you just can't notice it.
That can wear on you. So he's doing a lot of things visually, manipulating defenders, making really good throws. And getting the ball out and putting in when he is throwing into contested situations from time to time, he's putting outstanding ball placements.
Oh my God, that just immediately made me go back to that Jalen Waddle throw. Amazing.
So you can't, I don't think we've had, it's probably 90 pass attempts roughly in 3 games, and I don't think there's been a close interception or a turnover. So you're talking about...
Man, that's going to be really sad for the people who have that almost interception stat. Where's that at? I haven't seen that on Twitter lately. Where's the almost interception people? Or where's Colin with his wildly inaccurate ball stat that Tua leads the league in?
Being able to have aggressive style of football play where you can feel comfortable as an offense and as a coach to call a pass play and know you're not going to give the defense it back. So those are just some of the things. And then the big
nice luxury to have. By the way, Chris Sims had Mitch Trubisky ranked above Tua before the season.
thing for me with Tua specifically is it'd be impossible to see, on game tape, but the whole team in the last month has taken an unbelievable jump in accountability, how they prepare and how they just go about doing their jobs. And he's one of the main reasons that that's occurring. He is really coming to
He also had Jameis Winston ranked above them.
his own skin in regards to being a leader at that quarterback position. Guys are rallying around him. He's demanding a standard and holding himself at a tremendous high standard himself. So those are just a couple of things we could have a Tua press conference if you wanted.
Yes, we could. Yeah, no, actually, I think I would want that. Chris Sims also had Zach Wilson ranked above Tua by a lot, by like 9 spots. Also had Marcus Mariota ranked above him. Also had Trevor Lawrence ranked above him. Daniel Jones ranked above him. Oh, so good. They can go to hell, Chris Sims. Also, speaking of that leadership, I mean, I don't know if you guys got goosies galore on this. I know I did. I don't know about you, but I did. The picture yesterday of the lineman holding up the zeros and Tua then posting it on Instagram just saying, my guys. That's Gennady Golovkin, dude. That's triple G's. That's goosies on goosies galore right there. Okay. That's what that was. And just, what he's doing right now is tremendous. He's got 2 receivers right now, the top 4 in the NFL. The way that he's been able to utilize all of his weapons, and then you saw all of the fear that Cleveland went into that game yesterday, and he's still picking them apart with guys that are essentially cast-offs, bottom of the roster guys that Mike McDaniel wanted to bring because they're his guys. And I just thought that yesterday, too, you could just tell the love Mike McDaniel has for this because I think yesterday was the game he always envisioned. Like that, a lot of guys are cool with winning, and coaches are cool with winning, but they always want their vision to come to fruition. The balance that they had yesterday, nearly 500 yards of offense, 300 passing, 200 rushing, the attack from Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert. He had to go to bed. Like, I know he always has a 24/7 rule. It's a bye week, so I hope that he had some he went out to a nice dinner, maybe like had some surf and turf and just giggled himself to sleep because of how happy he should be with what that Dolphins defense was doing. And, it's a well-earned bye week. Kenyon Drake yesterday, shout out to Kenyon Drake coming out. He says, folks finally putting respect on Tua's name. Where did all the haters go? Where did they go, Kenyon? Where did they go? It's a good question. I feel like all the haters' heads are buried in the sand like a bunch of ostriches, like Gronk's head in the sand when he couldn't tackle you in the Miami Miracle. That's where I feel like they are, Kenyon. I don't know. Amazing. This stat from Brett Bescheisen from the Dolphins Media Relations Department. Tua on 3rd down this week. 7-7. That's 100% for you squares. 80 yards, 1 TD, 153.9 rating. His rating on 3rd down the past 3 games against Detroit, 158.3. Against Chicago, 158.3. Yesterday, 153.9. This guy's good, dude. He is good. He is good in the most important places. He spreads the wealth. I'm just glad. That is why he is the top old Tobes MVP tower. Okay, that's why he's in the top room. Tyreek Hill, he's right there below with his incredible pace this season. But we had to do some reconstruction at the after further review after last week. We did a little switcheroo, and look, Tyreek Hill, he's still got a great room. It's better than Mahomes' room. It's better than Jalen Hurts' room. And Josh Allen's not even in the tower. He's at the velvet rope now at the bottom, and there's a bouncer, and maybe we'll let him in. Maybe, but you got to stop fumbling at the end of games, dude. And Justin Herbert, woo! Man, what a time to be alive.